Now, fans that either sold their tickets or whatever, all of a sudden an emphasis is starting to get thrown onto the tickets where people believe she will be playing. And that's starting to make the ticket prices go up, up, and up.
The Federal Reserve might need to step in because ticket prices are going through the roof. She's making shots like she's on the moon, viewership is at an all-time high, and fans are doing anything, like selling kidneys, for courtside seats. It feels unreal, like she's a mix of LeBron, Steph, and Taylor Swift. And all this excitement started with Caitlin Clark's return from injury.
Ticket sales are down 70% in many places. The Fever played the Mystics 2 nights ago. The cheapest ticket before her injury was announced was $41, okay? The cheapest one. After her injury was announced and people knew that she wasn't going to be playing, the lowest ticket price dropped to $3. $3. This is the Caitlin Clark effect. The WNBA still doesn't quite realize what they have in Caitlin Clark. She is the absolute golden goose, the golden ticket. She is the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. They must protect her at all costs.
Caitlin Clark isn't just dribbling a basketball. She's shaking up bank accounts, media stories, and people's pride. And the WNBA? It's getting shown up without even noticing. Let's be real, there's a before Caitlin Clark and an after Caitlin Clark. Before her, ticket prices were low. After her, they're skyrocketing, hitting your wallet like a slam dunk into luxury prices.
Don't hate the player, hate the game she got, because she's really talented, especially for Ping Pong Lang, She's like the Stephen Curry of WNBA with the threes and stuff. Like, proven fact is, like, they had a game on June 7th scheduled, it was going to be Angel Reese's team, which plays for Chicago. And then for Caitlin Clark's team, they were supposed to go up there playing Chicago on June 7th. First, the ticket sales were at $76 a ticket. Then after they found out Caitlin Clark's not playing that game, she got injured, sales dropped to $25 a ticket.
What's really happening is that some WNBA veterans seem upset, but they're missing the point. A bigger audience means more money, so maybe they should relax. The Caitlin Clark effect isn't just about her scoring 30 points. It's way bigger than that. It's everywhere, like the air in the arena. Even when she's not playing, the numbers go up. Merch is selling more, TV ratings are higher, and even security is on edge because the crowd acts like Taylor Swift just walked into an NFL game.
Ticket sales are down 70% in many places. The Fever played the Mystics 2 nights ago. The cheapest ticket before her injury was announced was $41, okay? The cheapest one. After her injury was announced and people knew that she wasn't going to be playing, the lowest ticket price dropped to $3. $3. This is the Caitlin Clark effect. The WNBA still doesn't quite realize what they have in Caitlin Clark. She is the absolute golden goose, the golden ticket. She is the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. They must protect her at all costs. You can argue all you want if she's the best player in the league, but you absolutely cannot argue if she's the most important, because she is. She is more valuable than all the other players combined, and that is just a fact.
And here's the wild part. Some WNBA players seem like they'd rather chase down a fast break barefoot than admit what's happening. You'd think the league would celebrate someone who's putting the whole WNBA in the national spotlight, like a point guard sent by ESPN. But instead, some players are acting like Caitlin showed up and took their lunch money and their sponsorships.
Yeah, is now suffering a major injury is Caitlin Clark. Is going to be out for 2 weeks with a quad injury. And the reason we're bringing this up specifically is the Clarkomics effect to this. Obviously, players miss time all the time, but the Sky and the Fever were supposed to play in Chicago in about a week on June 7th. The opening ticket price was $86 because you have the Angel Reese vs. Caitlin Clark showdown that is now box office. Yeah, those tickets are now down to $25. Down to $25 after the injury announcement. And it's supposed to take place in the Bulls Arena, the United Center, as opposed to the normal Wintrust Arena. That's about a 12,000 seat difference, give or take. So
the strangest part? Even when Caitlin Clark doesn't play, the crowd still shows up. It's like people come just in case she makes an appearance. Who else gets that kind of attention? Definitely not the ones posting passive-aggressive Instagram stories about respecting the vets. Yes, we respect the veterans, but we also respect the 2.5 million people tuning in to watch Caitlin get triple-teamed at half-court. Some players don't seem to realize Caitlin isn't their rival, she's their boost. Instead of riding that wave, a few seem more focused on tearing it down. On the surface, it's all, welcome to the league, but underneath, There's side eyes, hard fouls, and talk about rookies needing to earn it. Which is strange, considering she's the reason their next game is finally on national TV after more than a decade. The envy is loud, like a buzzer beater in overtime. And the irony? Caitlyn's not even flashy or demanding. She's not asking for special treatment. She's just out there draining deep threes like her shot chart runs on GPS. Meanwhile, some veterans seem more concerned with guarding the door to the league than pushing the game forward.
Support system, that shouldn't change. I think, Caitlyn knows that she has the ears and eyes in the locker room, and the support that she has behind, whether it's us or anybody else. I would like to think that she knows it's there, and to really take her time and make sure that she's, well enough to be who she needs to be for us, because I want the 100% Caitlyn, so I'll take it.
Then there's the media frenzy. The moment Caitlin Clark touches the ball, analysts break it down frame by frame, cameras zoom in like they're using drones, and it starts to feel like ESPN crossed with National Geographic, tracking Caitlin in her natural environment, the basketball court. The league's social media numbers skyrocket, and suddenly casual fans are debating zone defense on TikTok. You'd think players would be thrilled with all this exposure. But instead, we hear side comments like, she hasn't proven herself yet. Really? She's done more in 15 minutes than some teams have in 15 years. And even when she doesn't play, the hype doesn't stop. Fans still pack the arena hoping to catch a glimpse. Scalpers are charging like she's headlining Coachella. Some teams haven't seen this kind of buzz since the Obama years, but one rookie sitting out grabs more attention than the entire starting lineup. And still, there's pushback. Tweets, shady quotes, and locker room comments from players acting like Caitlyn invented fame. Sure, she's a rookie, but she's also a rookie filling more seats than your last 3 playoff runs put together.
Well, she's human after all, Dan. She's going to be out for at least a couple of weeks, it appears.
Yeah, what's interesting about Caitlin Clark? Remember last year, she played in the Final Four. Right after that, she went immediately to the WNBA. Draft came, season started, and, didn't miss a beat. And all of a sudden, she got a little rest and comes back, gets a little banged up. I heard you talking about it earlier, and it's going to be fascinating to me, Ricky. I've been to Fever games, and the one thing you notice, and this is more so than even when Peyton Manning was the quarterback of the Colts.
The mental gymnastics are wild. Yes, of course, the WNBA has always had stars. Diana Taurasi, for example, could probably elbow a brick wall and get an apology. But Caitlin Clark brings something different. She has cultural momentum, the same kind Serena Williams and Tiger Woods had. It's that rare kind of magic you can't teach, coach, or copy. And no one's saying she's flawless. Clark gets blocked, turns the ball over, makes mistakes. But even her mistakes go viral. If she takes a charge, Twitter lights up. If she gets bumped, it's a radio topic. If she scratches her nose, blogs wonder if she's injured. That's real power, not because she demanded it, but because she earned it. She didn't just show up, she lit a fire. And if the league were smart, it would bottle that energy instead of trying to kill it with bitter interviews and hard fouls. Some players are acting like they need to humble her, like this is a sorority. But it's not. It's a business, and right now, Caitlyn is the best marketing the WNBA has.
To describe Caitlin Clark.
Amazing. Yes. A beast. She is the truth. She's the truth, and she was a rookie. Knock down the three-pointer, get to the rim. She can get to the free throw line. She's crafty.
Yeah, very crafty.
Crafty. So sometimes she's look like she's coming off for a three-point shot and she backdoors you for a layup. She gets her teammates involved. She can pass. She can shoot. Man, she is the complete